So I'm going to pop you all onto mute and we'll get cracking. We are going to do a bit of focus. All of you, well done who did the recordings. The one thing that was abundantly clear is so many of you mentioned balance. You really want to improve the balance. And so we're going to do lots of balance, I think, for September and probably beyond. So let's start off by rolling the shoulders back. Rolling the shoulders back. Keeping the arms nice and straight. Just be careful if you've got a bad shoulder. And turning the wrists. Who's that? Hi. Oh, hi, Katie. Hi, Mary Jane. Good stuff. And rolling the shoulders forward. Hello again, Jane. Good. Yep. Side bend and reach. Good. I keep getting served these ads on social media for this new thing that's aimed at older ladies. It's called, it looks really bad. I showed Mary Jane and she thought it looked absolutely awful. But it's called Good Nick, and they do focus on balance. And they do 20-minute workout videos that are sent to you every single day. Right, let's have a good morning now. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. Make sure you're getting a good stretch in the back of his legs. That's great. That's it, breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. Good. So it's not just you who wants to work on their balance, clearly. There's a lot of necessity for it. So we're going to have a really good focus on the old balance for the next month and see where we go. And then we're really interested to hear how you feel it's improving or not making any difference. Cool. So feet a little bit wider now, and we're going to go into some nice wide squats. It's going to be a fairly gentle session today. It is a bank holiday after all. I don't want to feel like you've been punished for joining. Good, breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. One more. Just eyes up, Caroline. Good, and then I just need to rise up onto your toes. Lift the heels up, heels down. Good. Big part of balance is foot strength and ankle strength. So a bit more of that. Be beneficial, I reckon. Alright, we're marching on the spot nice and slowly, 40 seconds. I'll get my stopwatch going. Nice and slowly, please. Pointing the toes up towards the ceiling as we go. Good. So we had a pretty good run back from Somerset last night. We stopped off for a night in Somerset. My brother and his wife and kids are staying with my parents whilst they have. Look at that, Katie, that's impressive. Been marching with a baby. Awesome. Snazzy dungarees. Kate buys all our boys dungarees and they're an absolute nightmare. So many buttons and things. Good. And stop there. Okay. Arms out to the side. We're going to cross one foot over the other. And we're going to, it's called a grapevine, this one. So one foot crossing over and then stepping across side to side and then going back. So going one way, your foot goes in front of the other foot, and then the other way, I want your back foot to go behind it. Does that make sense? Just nice and slowly. Just moving side to side. And do this holding weights if you want to make it harder. Just going really slowly. 10 seconds. Maybe some of the leg swings. 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Good. You can hold on to your weights there, Alice. Still while we do a leg swing if you want. And do 6 on one side, 6 on the other. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swapping the sides. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, absolutely dreamy. Sort of 36 hours at my parents. The last one. Very good. Back to marching on the spot again. Ready? Steady. Weights up if you want to. No weights if you don't want to. Marching on the spot. You can do the arms. Let's do the arms as well. That's it. Lovely, Claire. Good stuff. Just nice and slowly, please. And then got back here. Transferred the boys into the car. From the car into their beds. No dramas. Everything going swimmingly until about 2 a.m. and then after decided he was going to have about an hour and a half of screaming between 2 and 3:30. And do you know what? The little sod still isn't even out of bed yet. He's decided to have a lie-in. Unreal. Would he have a lie-in when he's on holiday? No, sorry. And hold it there. Hold it there. 1 foot up for 3, 2, 1. I'm going to switch legs. That's great. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Well done. Shake it out. Let's do some hip circles. Good. Just get a nice stretch in those hips and the hip flexors. 4. Good. And then change the direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. And down 1 more. 5. Good stuff. I'm going to do the grapevine again. So walking side to side. I can't actually see my feet. That's not very helpful, is it? And this one. Just nice and slowly. To one end, and my foot goes behind the front foot, and then the other one goes in front. That makes sense. I'm not being very articulate this morning. I didn't get very much sleep last night. Oh, it's good to come back from a holiday feeling well rested, isn't it? But overall, it's absolutely dreamy. Even when the weather's rubbish, the boys just delighted in charging around on the beach, of course. Getting wet through, sitting there blue and shivering, but grinning. I don't want to come out of the water. Good. And stop there. Well done. Leg swing side to side this time. Like this one. 1, 2. I'm just going to do 6. 3, 4. 5 and 6. Good. Keeping that head nice and still. Eyes focused on a single point. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Like that. Well done. Very good. Very good. All right. We're going to grab some dumbbells next. And we're going to do a good morning into a shoulder press. So we're going to do this for 40 seconds with lighter weights, I reckon. Breathing in on the way down, standing up nice and tall, and pressing the weights up overhead. Breathing in on the way down, and breathing out on the way up, like so. Good stretch in the back of the legs, and get those arms straight up at the top. Off you go. On the way up, keep that back nice and straight. Couple more. Well done, team. and stop there. Great. Putting down one of your weights next. We're going to do a bent over row. We're going to do 1 foot forward, so this hand is out to the side. Okay, I'm hinged forward, I'm going just up onto my toes. And I'm going to do 10 rows like that. My heels up off the floor. Okay? Just makes it a little bit harder to balance. Oh. So make sure if you're a bit wobbly, make sure you're near something you can grab onto if you need to. Alright, 10 rows. 1, 2. Just try and keep the shoulders level, eyes focused, head nice and still. Start to wobble, tense your tummy muscles. So pulling that hand back towards the hip, of course, as per usual. 8, 9, and 10. Good, well done. That's quite tricky, I think. Swapping the other side, up onto the toes, weight over that front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure both sets of heels are off the floor next time. Alright, we're going to do a wood chop. Still with one dumbbell. Weight is over the shoulder. And I'm twisting into that front knee. I'm not collapsing. I'm not flopping down over here. I'm twisting into that front knee and I'm using my core strength to keep everything kind of upright and powerful and strong. Alright, we're doing 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. Chop that wood. Breath out with each one. And swinging that axe. Get shoulders back a bit, Emma. Shoulders back a bit. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. 5 seconds. So just one heel comes up off the floor. Off we go. Keep those shoulders back. Don't collapse down, because your core strength has to resist that sort of collapsing, falling down. Yeah, that's really good. Last one. Well done there, team. Good stuff. Back to the good mornings to shoulder presses. Fan on. Warm in here. Alright. Alright, we're going to do 5 seconds. So breathing in on the way down. Out on the way up, on that shoulder press. If your weights are too heavy, you want to just do it one weight, that's absolutely fine. Breathing in on the way down, and out on the way up. Good. That's lovely, Sarah. Well done. Stuff, Louisa. Lovely stuff, Claire. Nice straight arms up at the top. Good stuff, Jane. Brilliant. Well done. Caroline and friend. Stop there, well done. Brilliant. Bent over row on the toes. Just one weight. Feet in a split stance. Heels up off the floor on both feet. Weight over the front foot. That's the hard bit, getting into position. And then your row. And we're doing 10. Arms out to the side just to help with the balance. Good. Heels down, standing up, switching around. Back foot forward. Heels up off the floor. And off we go. 1, 2. Just nice and slow on the way down. That's it. Be careful of any passing infants. 8, 9, and 10. Just nice and slow. Really important to emphasize that you're lowering the weight down, not just dropping it. Okay? Cool. Wood jump. 20 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 5 5 seconds. Keep chopping. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Get ready to go again. Other side. So one heel coming up off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Bosh. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and stop right there. Well done. Great work. Awesome. Last round. Good morning. Shoulder presses. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's it. Keep those weights in nice and tight to the chest. Don't let them fall forward. So your back and your core is staying really strong. Not being sort of yanked. And giving a good stretch in the back of those legs as you hinge forward. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish the one you're doing. Well done. Very good. Alright, bent over row on the toes. Remember to lower the weight down, not just drop it. Can you do it with a heavier weight than you did it last time? Alright, so up onto the toes. Head nice and still. Off we go. 1, 2. Let's have slowly I'm going down. 3, 4, 5. Head nice and still. Core nice and strong. 6, 7. You start to feel it in the calves now. 8, 9, 10. Should be after all the running up and down hills in Salcombe last week. Right. Heels off the floor. Don't forget. 1, 2, 3. That's lovely, Claire. 4. The angle of your back. Your weight all the way over that front leg. Your shoulders over that front knee. That's good stuff, Teresa. Good stuff, Emma. Just keep the shoulders nice and still. Upper part of the body is nice and still. 2 more. Here we go. And well done. Wood chop. Last time. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we strike that axe down. Boom. Big breath out as you swing the weight down. Using that core strength to keep the shoulders back. Boom. And hands swap sides. When you're ready. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good work, team. Keep going. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and done. Whew. Good work. Excellent. Sip of water. If you've got some, we're going to do a lateral lunge and push, an isometric bicep curl, and a halo. All right. Lateral lunge and push. You want to use as heavy a weight as you can manage with this one. So lunging out to the side, knees and toes all pointing forward, pushing that weight out, drawing the weight back in, stepping back and across. The idea of doing this, obviously works the shoulders and the arms, but the core mostly. Is your core has to work really hard to stop you from falling forward. Here we go. Good stuff. You can use 2 weights if you want. That's brilliant, Jane. Love that. Well done, Sarah. Well done then, Jay. Good stuff, Alice. That's it. Those shoulders forward. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Good. Alright, we're going to do an isometric bicep curl now. You can do this on one foot, which is resting your toes. On the other foot, if you want to, you're going to have one arm at 90 degrees, just like that. And the other arm is going to do all the work. So it's a contralateral hold. So opposite arm to opposite leg that's on the floor. And we're going to do 20 seconds of curls, then we're going to swap sides. Here we go. Make sure your elbow, your arm that's not working is at 90 degrees. Amazing how that bit gets people. 3, 2, 1, and just switch over. Okay, just nice and slow with the curls. It's actually the arm that's not moving that's working the hardest, if indeed your elbow is at 90 degrees. Hand is up somewhere near your armpit, then it's not working very hard. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Great. Now we're going to do a halo with 1 weight or 2 weights. If you can hold 2 weights between 2 hands, great. If not, just 1 weight's fine. You're going to hold the weight up, sort of eye level. Should probably have your halo a little bit higher than that, really. Don't think it would have. Halos appropriate to many of us. Off we go. Well done, team. 15 seconds. So, Arthur discovered the love of crabbing this week. Within 5 minutes of crabbing, beginning his crabbing career, one seagull murdered another one. 3, 2, 1. You can imagine the scene on the quay in Salcombe. Dozens of children in floods of tears. Oh right, I'm sorry. Lateral lunge and push in floods of tears as the seagull is being sort of drowned by another one, by a bigger, more angry seagull. 3, 2, 1. Luckily, I think Arthur was just a bit too young, didn't really notice what was going on. But the scenes were quite horrific. We didn't really catch any crabs either, which was a bit, maybe even more traumatic for Arthur. But seeing the parents, the varying responses of the other parents trying to console their sobbing children is quite instructive. One mum was saying, really getting into it, how does this really make you feel? And the dads were kind of brushing off, it's nature, it's just what happens. One dad, stop there. Well done, isometric bicep curls, saying to his son, you know what, you know why he did that? Because he wasn't tidying his bedroom, that's why that was. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So that was crabbing day 1. Crabbing day 2, these big boys cast their net out, because crabbing's done with big nets now, with like a bait bag in the middle, and you just sort of scoop the crab up, grabbing onto any hooks or anything. And these big boys cast their net out near ours. Arthur marched straight up to them. 3, 2, 1, and switching sides. And said, excuse me, can you move your net? It's in our area. These boys didn't know what to do. They were twice his size. They were probably 13, 14. Arthur's 3. And they thought it was very funny. I was very impressed with how completely fearless he was. 3, 2, one, and stop there. Halo time. One weight or two weights, whatever you can hold between two hands, or a kettlebell if you're feeling strong. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now I want you to really tense your tummy muscles whilst you're lifting, whilst you're doing this one. Because it would be tempting for your shoulders to rock around like this. I want to resist that. Make your torso perfectly still. Good. Crabbing day 3. We're in Kingsbridge this time. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Lateral lunge and push last time. And then this immaculately turned out sort of, catalogue family sort of having a discussion about, the organic benefits of ice cream or something. 3, 2, 1, and Arthur picked up his bucket of crabs and marched 30 metres along the quayside to go and show them his bucket of crabs, interrupting their conversation about something very wholesome, no doubt. They were all so amused, but delighted with his number of crabs that he caught, and showed great interest for required 1 minute before he lost interest and walked off mid-conversation. Keep pushing those weights out. Nearly there. 15 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. Well done, team. Good work. Isometric bicep curls next. Last time. One leg. Opposite leg. Opposite arm, 90 degrees. If you want to just rest on the toes, that's fine. Or foot up off the floor. Off we go. Good. Elbows at 90 degrees. Caroline's friend. Good. Well done, everyone. Working really hard here. This is awesome. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Swapping sides. Elbow at 90. Good. Good. I signed up for another half marathon. Doing that one in October. For Alzheimer's Society again. It's the September Fitness Challenge, which I still haven't decided on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there. So every day before the boys are up. Halo, isn't it? Good. Out running. Waiting on the doorstep of the bakery for 7 AM. Fresh bread and croissants for the team. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Keep that core nice and still, just alternating directions. Just be very careful with any dicky shoulders. Good. There's this amazing little restaurant on a cliff top, well, just by a beach. We absolutely adored going to the last few years. It burnt down over the winter. There was a power surge and the place just went up in flames because it was in an old beach hut. It was a big beach hut, but 3, 2, 1, and stop right there. Well done. Very good. Alright, down on the floor we're going to do some core work now. For the last, we're going to do some core and some triceps actually. Oh no, yep, bicycle crunch, or Russian twist, and skull crushers. So you'll need both your weights. Alright, bicycle crunch. You know this one by now. You can either use your shoulders and your legs, or you can just do the legs if you want to. Like so, like you're on a bicycle. Okay, up to you. We're going to do this for 20 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1, just 20 seconds, off you go. So look after your neck, look after your head, If your neck is hurting, just do the legs. 10 seconds to go. There's an absolute riot, flurry of action. This is brilliant. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done. Sitting up, you can do a Russian twist. You can do this with your weight or without your weight. Back is nice and straight, core is nice and strong. Chest up, heels up off the floor if you want to. Off we go. With the weights, without the weights, as you prefer. Yeah, anyway, this restaurant burnt down, it's such a sad thing. And then it popped up again as a little shipping container. Food just as good. We were there for lunch the other day. We bumped into some Shepherd's Bush people. We don't really know them very well. She's a bit of a 3, 2, 1. She's got a podcast and she interviewed Gwyneth Paltrow the other day, so it's probably a bit cooler than we are. Bicycle crunch. Oh no, it's the skull crushes, isn't it? Grab your dumbbells, palms facing in. Let's do them with the hips up, why not? Glute bridge. Lowering weights down on the side of the ears, pressing them back up. Keeping the upper arm still, keeping the hips still, pressing those hands up. Off you go. That's it, that's great. Try not to let the upper arm move, it's just a bend at the elbow. Okay, 10 more seconds to go. Love that, Carolines. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Bicycle crunching now. I'm going in 5 seconds, or when you're ready. Off you go. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, twisting the opposite elbow to opposite knee. Good. Yes, Alice, love that. Brilliant. Well done, Sarah. Brilliant. Well done, Emma. And stop there. Well done. Superb. Russian twist. Sitting up with the weight, without a weight, up to you. Sarah sees straight into it. Ready, steady, go. Yes, love it. Good. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done. Skull crushers. Glute bridge. Hips up, hands up. Palms are facing in. Lowering the hands down either side of the ears. Ready, steady. Off we go. Well done, team. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Good work. I'm going to do it one more time. Bicycle crunch. In 3, in 2, in 1. Just the legs if your head doesn't like coming up off the floor. Just look after yourself. It's abs we're meant to be exercising here, not the neck. So just look after it. Good stuff, Jane. Well done, love that. Good stuff. The Greek girls. Awesome. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Excuse me. Russian twist. Coming up in 5 seconds, or when you're ready, in 4, 3, 2, 1, off you go. That's it. Love it. Working super hard. Yes. After that back. Of course. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Good. Skull crushers. Last time. In 5 seconds. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. Very good. Alright, I'm going to do a pullover crunch next. Do it with one leg, do it with both legs. Okay, it's quite a nice one this because you can get a really nice stretch. You reach back and then you reach the way in. You can lift your head up off the mat if you want to, or not, as you prefer. You do alternating sides, or you can do both legs at the same time. Feet out, feet in. If you don't let your heels touch the floor, that obviously makes it much harder. But up to you. Alright, off you go. Just try it. That's it, that's great. Really reach the hands back, just lengthen it out. Love that, Alice. That's brilliant. Really good. Well done, Jane. Lovely stuff, Claire. Brilliant. That's it. And stop. Great. And do a little plank hip roll. Sally's not here, so we can get away with doing a little plank. All right. Rolling on your forearms, torso nice and straight, nice and strong, core engaged. Just gently rolling the hips side to side. Now, Caroline, you've already done one of these. What you can do for me is a shoulder tap, jump the feet out, jump the feet in. Shoulder tap, jump the feet out, feet in. Right, the rest of us plank roll if we go. Stuff, Caroline. 10 more seconds, ladies. This is really great. Love that, Sarah. Well done. Well done, Caroline's. And stop there. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, onto your knees, please. And we can just do a last bit of tricep torture. Both weights, if you can. Elbows in nice and tight. And you're just going to give me some tricep extensions. Elbows in nice and tight. One weight or two weights, as you prefer. And do this for 20 seconds. Off we go. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Awesome. Pull over crunches again. Probably for the last time. We're going as soon as you're ready. Time will start in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Three, 2, 1. Well done, you superstars. Brilliant. Plank variation. It's either the hip roll or the shoulder tap, jump the feet out, jump the feet in. If you're feeling very vigorous, starting in 3, 2, 1, Last time we're doing this. Make sure your core is nice and strong. Three, 2, 1, and stop there, all done. Great, tricep extensions. Last time, in 5 seconds. Let's get it done. 3, 2, 1, let's go. One weight, 2 weights. Just keep those elbows in nice and tight. Well done, you superstars. Let's finish it off. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1 more. Last one. Bosh. Well done. We're done. Let's have a little stretch. While we're down on the floor, let's do a little child's pose. Knees out nice and wide, heels together, sitting the hips back onto the heels, lowering the forehead down towards the floor. Good. You're going to shimmy your hands. What's keeping your head down, round to the right. Get a nice stretch in your left hand side. And then shimmy the hands round to the left to get a nice stretch in your right hand side. Hands back to the centre. Bring your body weight forward. Breathing in as you arch the back up. And then breathing out as you round the spine down. And again, big breath in as you arch the back up. And a big breath out as you round the spine down. One more. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Good. And slowly, when you're ready, making your way up towards your feet. And you're ready. Drawing an arm across the chest. Big breath in. And a big breath out. As you look away from the hand, exhale. Swap inside. Big breath in. Big breath out. As you look away. Good. Triceps. So I'm actually away on Friday. It's my brother's 40th. He's making us all go to a music festival, which I don't think is very kind, but he's doing it anyway. It'll be really fun when we get there, but you know, the idea of sleeping in a tent for the first time in 20 years is pretty unappealing. Good, I'm rolling the shoulders back, rolling the shoulders forward. So I'll do your recording and I'll send it tomorrow, probably, maybe Wednesday. Good. I'm going to run the hands down the front of the legs, pushing the hips back, reaching down towards the toes, keeping the legs nice and straight, heels down, walking the fingers forward, walking the fingers back past the heels. And again, walking the fingers forward, walking the fingers back past the heels. Back to the centre, reaching over to the left foot. Now reaching over to the right foot. Back to the centre. Slowly rolling it, spine one vertebrae at a time. And rolling the shoulders back. And then do a little hip flexor stretch. 1 foot forward, shoulders back. Getting a stretch in the front of that hip. Once you've found the stretch, reach over the top. Swapping sides, stride forward, hips forward, shoulders back, reaching over the top. And well done, great. And then the final balancing exercise, so it doesn't have to be, you can hold on to something if you want to, stretch the quads. I'll send out my weekly email later today, and I'll have worked out what the challenge is going to be by then. And then we'll start next Monday, 1st of September, beginning of the new term. And swapping legs. Got a few more sessions today, finishing at lunchtime, and then hopefully going to meet the latest member of the family. MJ's become a granny for the 5th time in the last couple of days. There's a new little boy on the scene. Thank you very much for joining, ladies. I look forward to seeing you all live and direct next Monday. But have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. And yeah, I look forward to doing a bit more balance work with you in September.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks
Enjoy
so
your
much.
camping. Enjoy your camping. Bye-bye.